It's time for Teen Mom Trash Talk with Tracey and Noelle.
Hello and welcome to Teen Mom Trash Talk. This is episode 271. Not that it matters.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Why am I like this?
I listened to 3 podcasts today while I was cleaning my house, and
no
I
one says
purposely listened. Nobody said it.
It doesn't matter. The only thing that it matters for is the title on,
Right.
like when you post it, but you don't have to say it in the episode.
No, you have a thing about it though.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay.
Welcome to Teen Mom Trash Talk. I'm Tracey and that's Noelle.
Hi.
Hey, there's no episode number.
Wasn't that so easy?
Yeah. Should we do it from now on?
We're probably not gonna, but we could try.
Because then people record like all these episodes and then they just number them afterwards
Yeah, I know.
in order that they put them out.
Some podcasts do like seasons too, and that just confuses the hell out of me.
I don't understand what that means.
Me too. It confuses me.
I know. I had a friend who had a podcast who did seasons and then she would like reinvent it every season. And then she'd be like, oh no, the season's over. Like there's a 3-week break. The season's
It's a
over.
podcast.
And I'm like, that's okay.
But I listen to podcasts that do the same thing that change seasons.
Right. I don't understand what that means.
And I'm like, but your last season was the same thing.
right. What is different? Anyway,
What's
we're
the
here.
difference? Okay.
Speaking
hello.
of seasons, we're here to talk about the new chapter or the next chapter. I don't know what the next chapter.
Next chapter.
We're talking about NC.
The hashtag on Twitter is Teen Mom Next Chapter, but I think it's Teen Mom The Next Chapter.
Okay. Well, next chapter, season 1, episode 8. That's what we're here to talk about. If you want to hear more of me and Noelle, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you could find just so many bonus podcasts. You're going to be overwhelmed and everything is right down there in the show notes.
You know where it is. I'm going to look with my eyes.
I'm looking with my eyes right now. I'm looking, guys. I'm really looking. We're going to jump right in the pool. A little disturbing this episode.
It wasn't great.
Okay. I was a little disturbed. So we're going to start with Amber, which is the most upsetting, I guess.
Yes.
So all the girls are fake reacting to Amber's decision to the news.
When I saw Ashley react to it, I'm like, what's she really reacting to? Like, what news? Like Kim and Pete? You know?
No, they made them pretend to react. They probably
is this
filmed them
real?
they were like, oh,
no way. I didn't see it coming.
Pow, ping,
wow, ping, pong, boom.
Oh my God. So Jade now fake FaceTimes with Brianna to discuss Amber.
I'm sure Jade gives a shit.
And Brianna.
I don't know. I just feel like almost like Brianna's even nicer than Jade when it comes to
It's not about
things.
nicer. It's just about no one's calling each other about this.
Yeah.
Unless you're gossiping.
I also feel like in the cast, really, I guess the only ones that are really friends with Amber are like Kate and Macy.
Yeah, because that's from the other show.
I don't think that anybody else is like very much friends with her.
No, well, Gary tells Christina what happened, and Christina is crying.
She cried. This poor girl. She has like the waterworks all the time.
She does, but she's also like, I don't know. I kind of like how gentle she is.
Yeah, she's great. I like her.
She's really nice.
She'd be a great mommy.
Yeah, she could have my kids.
Like if you're like, I'm scared, she would rub your back.
Yeah. I wanna call her. I'm scared.
I'm scared right now.
I am scared right now.
I'm scared.
So they have to tell Leah, and Amber releases statements.
Right.
To us.
I remember when she released these statements. It's like, so why are you just showing us news clips here?
I don't understand
the
what's
point
happening.
of this.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
So I guess this is for the show. So now Gary is going to tell Leah, but they have a baby puppy.
Why didn't they tell us more? What's the puppy's name? Who is
Why is this about Amber? Why isn't this about the puppy?
Who is that?
We saw him a couple episodes ago, the little floof.
But it's like this big.
I know.
Tell us more.
Tell
me more. What's the dog's name? Rascal?
Oh,
Max?
Rascal.
You know,
Max?
what's the dog's name?
Cynthia?
Penny?
Oh.
I don't know.
Jessica?
Jessica, what you like dogs named after people?
My friend had a dog named Samantha when I was younger.
Yeah, Linda had Cindy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even Cindy's like, nah, I like I
my
would
mother's
like a dog
cat's name is Debbie.
That.
Yeah.
That. Yes.
She has a cat named Debbie and a cat named Jack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jack is an animal name though.
I know.
Debbie, I like.
Debbie. I'm like, where did Debbie come from?
Susan. I want like a dog named Susan.
Susan. Okay, I like that for a doggy. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like I want a name that's definitely not an animal name.
Right. Like Chico is a dog's name.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want.
No, you want like Carlo.
Yeah, but even that could be, I don't know. I like Debbie.
Right, like Daniel. That's a dog. That's a human name. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I really like this. Yeah. Maybe we should get 2 dogs and name them Matthew and Daniel.
Oh, after you know who.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll have Daniel this time and you would have Matthew.
Okay.
Right?
That's fine. Is dog Matthew going to ask me a million times about how to cook stuff?
Do you remember last night when you came over?
Uh-huh.
And you were like, and Matt just like was a little tipsy trying to ask me something. And you're like, I would shoot him.
Yeah. I was like, this is divorce. This is where we would get divorced.
That was crazy.
I
was sitting there like ready to unzip my skin. I'm like, Tracey is probably like, call 911 because I'm going to flip out.
This is why.
Right.
It's funny. Like the big bad things that men do, it's like, that's fine. You're going to annoy me now.
Yeah.
And now I'm out.
So funny.
Cause of divorce. Annoying.
Cannot understand recipes.
Irreconcilable differences because he's annoying. He asked me questions too many times. I wrote it down. Why are you calling me?
So many questions.
Anyway, if you guys want to hear more about that, you know where to go. BS Patreon.
We'll talk about it.
Yada, yada, yada. So now Gary tells Leah, and Leah's like, it's not really fair. She said, mommy's good. Well, my mother, she doesn't call her mommy. She goes, my mother's going to feel like she did all of that work for nothing. And she said, I called her the other day to see how she was, and quote, I told her I loved her. And Gary's like, what? You told her?
Did you notice that she had on a Malibu shirt?
She did.
I thought it was so ironic.
I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Malibu.
Also, she's a grown up.
Yeah, she's a grown up. I mean, but that's what happens. See, this is the difference between a 13-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. All the boys are children.
Look at Bentley. He's a child.
Bentley is a child.
Yeah.
Leah is like, listen, remember something though. When I was 13, I was babysitting 3 children.
Yeah.
They were very little. They were like 3, 5, and 7. I was raising them. Like, why? Why would you? But it's like, oh, because you're a grown up.
Yeah, that's so true though. Leah's like, I'm about to get my own apartment.
She's like, you.
And Bentley's like, I don't know how to do my
Brianna.
laundry. Right.
So Amber said that she wants to be alone. So as she says that, Gary and Christina ring the doorbell.
They come over.
They come over and they're like, here's some food. She goes, I was puking earlier. And they're like, great. I don't really care.
It's like she has to let everyone know that all the time. We have friends like this.
Yes, we do. So they bring her gifts and food. They bring her the willow necklace, right? Is that what it was? That she got for Leah or whatever. I don't know, whatever. It's they're being very nice.
They
to
brought her like the statue. Here's the thing. I want them to come over because I know they bring the best snacks. They bring good food when they come
might
over.
Bring. I just want, but I want it in the summer because I want Gary to bring tomatoes.
Gary made a sandwich for Leah and he put it on Instagram the other day. And it looked, if I could tell, like a turkey, maybe like a thick cut turkey, a cheese. There was a white cheese. Maybe it was a mozzarella or a white cheddar or something.
I'm going to go with white cheddar. I don't think a mozzarella would go good on a sandwich with turkey.
No, it looked drier. So I'm sure, or maybe even a white American.
Okay.
Tomato.
Okay.
Looking like a romaine on a fluffy like white bread. I know that you're gluten-free, but pretend you're not.
I know.
The sandwich looked so good. It was like, what a classic dad sandwich to make.
Right.
I love it.
I like a good dad sandwich.
Bring me a dad sandwich. Well, he called it a hoagie, I think, or a sub.
Well,
I think Leah needs a sub.
Amber's sitting on the couch with these heavily drawn on eyebrows, talking about how stable she is.
Tracey, I have on a heavy brow. I just do.
I mean,
this is crazy.
Amber needs a moisturizer.
Amber needs maybe a stencil for her eyebrows too. Very wonky. She
does her makeup the way I would do. Well, I did my makeup in like 4th grade to like cover up my pimples. Like that's the kind of
like she uses that blush. That's like the tiny rectangle
Revlon
we
blush
talk about.
I don't think she uses blush at all.
No, you're right. She doesn't use blush. She doesn't use hair dye, toner.
Right. She's not.
Doesn't use a lot of things.
Common sense.
Yeah. Common sense, vocabulary sometimes.
Well, she said, quote, "That boy adores me. Adores me."
Okay. Also, did you notice that her foundation is yellow?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She's not doing well.
Yeah, it's like you can tell where she put it on because she had like these yellow splotches on her face. And I'm like, she needs help.
I want to do her makeup. So she talks about how, her and Gary and Christina and Leah and Emily, like they all hang out together. They're a family.
Yeah,
and that he
that's
should be there.
nice.
And to be honest with you, like, I don't know, I kind of saw her point.
Me too. Yes.
It's like, hello. So then, you know what? Fine. He can't live with me. Andrew should not be able to take him, or if he does, then he should have to be here sometimes too.
Well, so here's the thing. You could just uproot him for a family he doesn't even know.
Right. That's what I mean.
And take him away from what he does know. Okay. So then say he has to be here. Then Andrew has to come for 4 months out of the year. Andrew has to come for the summer with him or whatever, something.
But it's also awkward because like he's going to be in school at some point and it's going to,
I guess my parents shared custody. My mother was in California. My father was here. But
you went during your breaks and during your.
But I had to. That was like the agreement.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know.
So she just said that she's really happy that Leah supports her.
I'm sure she is because this is probably honestly the most Leah's spoken to her in a while.
Maybe it will bring them together.
Hopefully.
That would be nice. And they could go visit
James. Somebody said, because I said Leah's middle name is Leanne. I posted in the group today, and somebody said James' middle name was Jameson, and I think that's so funny. James Jameson. I don't know if that's true. Like I think they were just playing off of Leanne.
Right.
They were like, well, his name is James Jameson, and I thought that was so funny.
I wish his middle name was Jamie.
James Jamie Jameson.
Wow, I would love that for him.
Look at that. I guess I know so many J words.
Speaking of J words, let's talk about Jade.
Oh, holla.
You like that? All right. So Chow comes over and Jade has no dishwasher.
No.
Move.
Or get a dishwasher.
Move again. She moves every day. Just move again.
Yeah, but doesn't she own this place? She owns this place. Get a dishwasher.
So
you
now
own the house.
Get a portable. Jade, it's going to be Jade's birthday and they're going to do a girls' weekend. And she said, it's going to be fire. Great.
I like how monotone she is.
Yes. So they have like this whole plan about how she's going to be proposed to. So they're going to go to this hotel and the hotel is going to tell them that the room is still getting ready for whatever reason, yada, yada, yada.
AC. They're fixing the AC.
Okay. So, and they're getting a suite and then Christy's going to watch Chloe.
Right.
And so they get to the hotel and the hotel person is lying about the room with a smirk.
I know. And it's like, you're not a very good liar, friend.
Very bad liar. So now we see Sean in the suite and he's decorated it. And then her cousin Damien is there wearing a wife beater.
Okay. Damien, I would like to know a little more about him though.
Okay. Well, I will tell you who I don't want to know a little bit more about.
Kane.
Her brother Kane, who looks like he has dressed for one of two things.
Okay, let's hear the two things.
Okay, number one, Court. Number two, Maury Povich.
I'm gonna go with Maury Povich. Kane, I think he's seen a lot of things in his life.
He's definitely seen a lot of things. I'm surprised this is the first we've really seen of Kane.
Okay, so I'm like, this guy, I didn't even know he existed.
That's Christy's son, isn't that?
Yeah, it's Christy's son. You know it. I wish we knew more about him. I would like to know a little more about Damien because Damien was very attractive.
Well, he just was. Beater.
So yeah, I like it.
He has on Kane has on a dress shirt. He has flared out the collar. And he has just very so gingerly placed his blinged out cross. It's just laying across the collar.
I think a cross is laying across.
Out.
I think that his face really says it all, though.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah. His face says a lot. It says a lot of things I don't need to know.
It says a lot of things that I don't want to hear.
Yeah, I don't need to see. Well, maybe we do need to know more of Kane.
Maybe we do. And
maybe he'll be at the wedding.
Maybe we'll see. But what's going to be there no matter what at this engagement is Jade's extensions.
I am watching her put them on too. And I'm like, Jade, just stop. Stop.
But you know what? The finished product wasn't terrible.
No, her hair is never bad.
It looked nice. So now
she cleans up well. I
does
like
clean
this
up well.
dress thing she had on.
Oh, I do not. I do not.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it.
do not.
It was
I thought
just
it
an
looked
oversized shirt.
It was an oversized shirt, but it was also like it looked like she was uncomfortable in it.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't I don't know,
I don't know. I liked
effortless.
it.
Sean did something that bothered me.
Let's hear it. What is it?
So
I
he
was
had
waiting
roses for
to
her.
hear. Uh-huh.
And he kept them in the plastic from the store.
Who cares?
Me.
Oh, well, you're a BI. That's why. Yeah.
She comes in confused.
Uh-huh.
Uh
Chow goes like in front of her, which I thought was weird.
Well, because they're just trying to be regular.
No, I know,
She
but it's
can't
like
see anything anyway. So it
but
doesn't
is
matter.
anybody going to say surprise? And it's going to be to Chow? You know? Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Chow's hair. I don't know what is going on with Chow's outfit. I don't. It's not the color. It's the cut. It's the style.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's everything. This is who she is, though.
All right. Well, Sean proposes.
Mm-hmm.
And Jade says,
say it.
Oh my God, I'm like crying.
Well, first she's like, are you serious? And it's like, I think he's here. Here's what I didn't like.
I'm like crying.
Well, yeah, but then she starts crying. Though.
Okay, but it was a very long time after she said that.
I didn't like that everyone was like, Jade, look down.
Okay, thank you.
Why? Because now you know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't like that he didn't just like put the roses on the table, bro.
Yes. Right. Just propose.
Propose first.
Uh-huh. Get that done with.
Then you read her the little metal card.
Which, okay, here's the thing. You didn't write that and have it engraved. You bought that and read the card. That's my problem. You didn't go to King's Plaza and tell them, I want this piece of metal engraved like a Zippo lighter.
Right.
And here's my speech.
Right. And you weren't like, and also I'll take 2 of those airbrush shirts.
No, you went to the Hallmark
You went to
store.
Things Remembered.
Right.
And you got the one that was already done.
Right. And you're like, I'm just going to say these things. They sound good. Because I've seen all these memes before. This is not new, what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like it.
He's like, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's saying. He was saying, can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's reading Green Day lyrics.
Okay. I don't like it.
I
don't like it. It's not original.
Okay. The other thing is, listen, he made a big effort and everything. I feel like a lot of it was like, I don't want my engagement to be a surprise party. Like, it has to be a little bit romantic.
My engagement was a surprise.
No, it wasn't, though. It was a surprise, but it wasn't a surprise party because you thought you were going to a regular thing. You were caught off guard. You didn't walk into a Valentine's Day suite with all your friends and family in it and then go, what's happening?
See, I didn't hate that. I don't like that.
You got engaged first and then you looked up and we were all there.
But I don't like that theirs wasn't original. That's what I didn't like. I felt like it was
very
so
Dollar
cliche.
Tree. Very Dollar Tree.
But even if Dollar Tree, why does it have to be like everyone else's proposal? It's so like the red roses, the marry me signs, like be different.
It was Dollar Tree.
Yeah, but Dollar Tree has its place.
Yeah, but he's a man.
What does he know? Chow should have been the one to set the room up. Chow should have been this.
Yes.
Yep. Because she would have done a better job.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, moving
on.
But
it's very nice. And she was crying and she was saying, I prayed for this. I thought that was so sweet.
Oh, that was kind of
nice.
cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I ever prayed for that, but
why? I think Sean, it's a good time now. A little too much in the facial hair direction. I'm not into that.
Right.
But I think he looks so cute.
Maybe I'll shave for you.
Shave for me, Sean. Maybe shave for me, Sean.
Maybe him and Damien could make a Noelle sandwich. It could be the meat.
Fucking hot.
You could be the thick cut turkey.
I like thick cut turkey. I'm gonna go get some at Trader Joe's soon.
It's on my
like it.
It's on my list. Let's talk about Cate.
Okay.
Ty. All right. So Veda isn't talking clearly. She's been having a lot of ear infections. Okay. So now they show a compilation of Veda.
Right.
She's just screaming.
Yeah.
She's just screaming. She's just screaming. She's just screaming. Like in the
beginning. Because they have her
beginning.
locked up all day.
Do you notice something?
What?
Okay. When they're showing her, you see her flapping in one of the things.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Do you know what the flapping is?
No.
Okay. She was going like this.
Uh-huh.
That's a trait of autistic children.
Okay, but I don't think it automatically means a hunt. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying that, but I saw her flapping. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that I saw her flapping.
Here's the thing. The problem is, in a lot of these cases, people are just in denial.
Yes.
They
So
just are.
they take her to the ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Right. And I'm like, boy, Tracey's versed in this doctor.
I am, but I will tell you something.
Yeah.
I want everyone to watch. So Joe List's special. He has a special on YouTube, and he talks about how ear, nose, and throat, like the ear, nose, and throat doctor, they picked like 3 things and just put them together.
And
he's like, why not like the pussyfoot back doctor?
Okay, I could see that. Ear, nose, and throat are all connected, but like so are, stomach, anus, and appendix.
Right. The appendix doctor. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? That like it's very funny. You guys have to watch it. Joe List special. We'll post it in the group if you guys want to go into the group. Teen Mom Trash Talk Podcast. The password to get in is Besties BESTIES. But the special is on.
Joe is that's Sarah
Tolomanch's.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Sarah's husband, and Sarah and Katie have a new podcast. So. Sarah, and it's called Lady Journey, and you guys have to listen to it. You have to subscribe to it because it is besides Vag, my other favorite podcast.
Okay, I'm writing that down right here in my
Lady Journey is so funny. They talk about like different things that like women do, and they have their own journeys. It's so funny.
I have to recommend this to my mom because my mom loves stuff like that. I bet she'll love it.
They're very silly too.
Yeah.
So guys, make sure you're just supporting the whole family.
Support the family. We love Sarah.
We love Sarah. We love Joe. We love Katie. All of it. So do it. So now, she's not in speech therapy,
right?
Even though she's having problem with speech. So they're doing a hearing test, and her hearing is perfect. Right. She doesn't need tubes in her ears. I like how Tyler's like, oh my god, she has so many ear infections. So like, how many? He's like, two.
Okay, but also I need you to explain something to me again without being too specific. Tubes. What does this mean?
Okay, hi. Thank you so much for asking. I'm so glad that you asked that.
I thought they removed tubes.
No, so what they do is so when you're a child, the reason why you get so many ear infections a lot of times is because the tubes in your ears, the actual like things in your ears, the tubes, right? So you'll understand. They're straight instead of curved to drain. So they'll sit, and then the fluid sits, and that's when you get an ear infection.
Interesting.
As you get older, your tubes are supposed to slant so that they can drain.
Okay.
So
thank you so much for explaining. Okay. So now when he says she doesn't need tubes.
Okay, so this is what
tell me.
Okay, so now a lot of times when your tubes have not slanted, what they do is they cut a tiny little hole, and they put this thing that looks like, I'm sure Nick will put this up.
Okay.
It looks like, okay. Do you know the little tiny metal things that our thread is on sometimes?
Of course I do. Like a spool?
Yes, but the little metal ones.
I know exactly what you mean.
Okay. So they put that in the tube of your ear so that the fluid can drain.
Wow.
So they're putting a tube in a tube.
Yeah.
They're basically poking a hole in the tube in your ear.
Okay, so sure.
Drain. So that's what happened. I had tubes. I had my adenoids out and my tonsils
I know you did.
And a lot of times they do that all together. But sometimes kids just need tubes in their ears.
And it's so crazy. I probably did need tubes because I would get like 12 infections a year.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like 2 and 6 months. Do you know
what
that?
Does that mean?
Do you know how scarred my eardrums are from bursting?
Okay. So I was just going to tell you, on my right ear, I have so much scar tissue in it.
Yeah.
From having so much trouble with it.
No, I can't even hear.
Yeah. That's funny.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. That's why I was like 2 and 6 months is not.
Yeah. Like, guys, you're reaching here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they say that she needs speech therapy.
Right. Okay.
So Tyler and Kate bring her home, and they're talking to April, who
they're talking for the poster child of jaundice is what they are.
What's happening?
See? She's yellow under her eyes.
She's yellow, but then she's also these highlights. What's happening?
This hair.
It's like a hat.
It's a hat. Is it a phase? Or is this a forever?
Is she going to Lilith Fair?
Maybe. Do you think she stopped like shaving?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but
Do you
her
think she's gonna
highlights
wear
are
like
getting
puka shells?
her highlights are getting insane.
They are. You know, it's the haircut too is getting more and more angular.
Well, I think she had just gotten it blown out.
It's very much like Jane from Daria. That's giving Jane vibes a little bit.
I think she wishes that she had hair like Jade.
Maybe that's
Daria.
the look she's going for.
She's not hitting the nail on the head. I'll tell you
I
that
think
much.
she should go for like a face smoothing look. Smoothing. Take an iron to the face.
Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with her hair. So you're saying when they are straight ironing her hair, they should also just touch it to her face real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like,
Okay. So she's like, are you going to put her in speech therapy? And they're like, oh no, we have to ask her teacher. We're going to ask her teacher. Her teacher knows a lot of 3-year-olds.
yeah, they're like, oh, I don't know. Like, I think, and April's like, yeah, I think you should wait. And Tyler's like, yeah, that's what I think.
Wait until it gets worse.
And it's like, so
honestly,
so the doctor told you to get speech therapy.
But wait until it gets worse because then it's worse. So that's good.
What is wrong with these people? The doctor said she should be in speech therapy. We're going to help you.
You should ask, who you should ask?
Who?
You should ask the lady at CVS.
Well, that's the thing, right? So do you think that my 23-year-old first grade teacher knew better than the doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Mrs. Conti knew better than the doctor?
Who do you think did my ear tubes?
What was her name? Mrs. O'Donnell?
Sister Frances Rose did my ear tubes.
Okay, yeah, I had Sister Kate.
Did she do any medical procedures on you?
Yeah, she gave me a pap smear.
And that's why you shouldn't support the Catholic Church. You heard it here first. That was in 4th grade, though. I was a little older. Oh, that's fine. I was confused. I thought you were little.
No, I was a grown up.
You were in grown up 4th grade. Okay.
We're back. We're very back.
Okay, good. So now let's talk about Brianna. So her and Chey go for a macaron.
Yeah, she's gonna have a coconut one.
Wow.
I want a coconut macaron.
I know you do. Macaron.
Yeah, macaron.
So she wants to leave her mom's house. Can I read between the lines?
Yeah.
Because she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, duh. She's like, I want to get banged out in private.
She's like, I want to live alone. She said she's never lived alone. You have kids. You're never gonna live alone. You're never gonna live alone. But do you remember when you left Nova when she was little and we don't
Tracey,
talk about that?
It's in my note. It's in my notes. It's in my notes. Yep. I said, oh, you didn't live alone. But what about when you left Nova?
Okay, but she probably left. She left for her boyfriend, right?
She left for it was Devon's best friend.
Yeah. So I mean, she still didn't live alone. But you're never gonna live alone. You can't live alone unless the state lets you live alone.
Could you imagine? Okay, maybe I'm just being ridiculous because I don't like kids. But could you imagine if having 2 children and you have live-in help and you own the house, your mortgage is paid off? Then you're like, you know what? I'm going to move out.
No, I can.
Kids.
I can. I actually can.
I feel like I would, if I had that money, I would get a crash pad. I'd be like, I'm going to get a studio apartment for me. And then when my boyfriend comes in, we're going to stay there or whatever. It's not like she can't afford it.
No, I understand that, but I do understand that she wants to be alone. The kids are in school. Right. She never has a moment by herself. Brittany's there. Her mom's there. I mean, Roxy's,
Roxy's a lot.
Yeah. I would want, that house is not big. That's a townhouse.
No, I know. Everybody's making such a big deal about it. Like almost like Brianna wasn't the one who bought it. Cause everybody's like, well,
Brianna bought that house.
She bought it for her
mom. Right.
Yeah.
She bought it for her mom. She wants to get her own place now.
Because even
was she gonna kick her mom out and be like, Mom, I want to live alone? Bye.
So that's the thing. Jade tweeted that like the plan was always for the house to be for Roxy and Brittany.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I believe that.
I totally believe that.
Yeah, me too.
The only thing I wonder why she wouldn't, like, she doesn't have enough money to buy another house. She would just get an apartment, but I guess because she just wants to try it out.
I think because she wants to try it out, and also because it's so close to her mom.
Right. Yeah.
She found something available that close.
Well, Brittany is basically going to move into her boyfriend's house. And that's her Brittany plan. Says, deuces, like Chris Brown said. Also, there's, you know what else Chris Brown said?
What?
Don't call the cops. Don't call the cops. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Don't call the cops. Please, 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 please.
He did say this.
Just saying.
That guy.
So she's going to go see the apartment and she gets approved. I'm shocked.
Uh-huh.
So she brings Roxy a lychee cocktail to tell her about it. And Roxy's like, do me a favor. Don't move in with this guy.
Well, he lives in like Detroit, right?
Right.
So that's not going to happen, but he will come visit.
Yeah, but I wonder if she thinks that he's going to move here.
Oh, well, that's silly. Because they haven't even been together very long at this point.
He has no job.
Oh, right, because he's fired now.
So just saying. So Roxy said that she's going to be very sad because she loves the smell of Stellita in the morning because she's so yummy.
Smells yummy.
Great.
Okay, that's
Did you guys see the Dahmer?
Also, do you want to talk about the pictures that you sent me today of Brianna? You want to talk about it? I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
We went to see Brittany's apartment because I've seen comments in our groups. I've seen it on Twitter. People were like, how could she lean back on the counter and her butt didn't explode? And I get that. This girl, I think she's so angry because she has botched surgery. This is why she's so mean and angry. Her little pink number when she was sitting there with Brittany and Brittany used the napkin to wipe her sweat off her boobs and then her face. The pink number that she wore for that, I don't think was as bad as the black bicycle shorts. Wasn't good.
It was
I think the black was worse though. And I think that because Brianna at least looked human, like she had her hair done and she had makeup on. And I like when she looks human.
That's why she can't live alone, because she's like, how are you going to wash your hair once a week? I'm not going to be
wrong. Right. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there
once a week, once a month.
Hair.
All right. Well, let's move on to Cheyenne. She's getting surgery quick.
Right. They were able to reschedule it.
I like how she's going to an aftercare facility afterwards. I do enjoy that.
What does that mean?
That means that
that's like a spa.
It's basically where like celebrities go to recover. There's nurses there. There's like a doctor on call. It's like at a hotel.
Because isn't that like what like Darcy and Stacey did in like Turkey or whatever?
Right. Because who's going to take care of you?
Yeah. I've heard that this is like a thing. Somebody I know went to DR recently and then they went to that afterwards. Yeah.
Yes. So now the doctor comes in and she shakes his hands and I'm like, he has a stomach virus.
No, he had a food poisoning.
Prove
but
it.
also he had food poisoning like a little bit ago, I think.
She said that they got to schedule it real quick.
Yeah, well, we don't know. I would have asked questions.
I want more of a anyway.
Yeah.
So he said that there's a lot of scar tissue around the implant, and she said there's 2 weeks until Vegas. So they're showing
that's cutting it close.
I'm assuming they're showing a fake surgery.
Yeah, they have to be.
Okay. So they're just like sterilizing the implant over and over again. And he said, quote, that was one ugly capsule. So do you know about, I think we were talking about this in the car with your mom, actually, about capsules.
We were talking about this in the car with my mom.
Yeah. So there's like scar tissue that forms around the implant because it's a foreign object in your body and your body attacks it. So he said there was one ugly capsule. So
how is that from the accident?
Right.
That's what I don't understand. Yeah.
So Corey now is with Ryder and asked Ryder how she feels about the surgery. And Corey said, this surgery is going to make your mom feel a lot more confident and make sure she doesn't have back problems. What do you mean?
What does that mean? So did she get a reduction?
Did she get a different shape? Did she get what does that mean? Because
I like that Ryder knew it was about boobs though. Cause she's like, can she
she's like, can she touch her toes?
Right.
Okay. But what do you mean?
Right. Elaborate.
Okay, so
and also is this from the car accident?
I don't know. So Cheyenne's now home and she said that she feels like a normal person now because her breast is normal again.
Right.
And her dad's like, this is really going to help your confidence.
But why does everyone keep saying that?
What does that mean? What were you not confident about? I mean, I have like, okay, I don't mean to like go crazy, but like my wing hurts.
All the time.
My wing hurts all the time. If I had a surgery to remove my wing, what are the things you would say to me?
What do you mean?
Like you'd be like, oh, I'm so glad you're getting the surgery because
I'm so because you're not going to be in any pain anymore. You're going to be able to maybe lift more things, do more things. You'll sleep better.
Right. Would I be more confident?
No. And you're not going to be more confident. You're not going to be more like I don't know. You're not going to want to wear backless shirts suddenly.
Well, I do. I would want to wear them less because now I would only have one wing.
Right. Well, that's true. I will say this though. I will say this.
Yeah.
I like Argyle, and I wish we saw her a little more. I like that she had a shirt made for Cheyenne and it said Vegas before Davis.
Yes.
I love that.
It was Cheyenne's last hoedown.
Well, now that you say it like that, I understand what that means.
Okay, great. I'm so glad that it took you this long. So she asked the doctor if she'd go to Vegas, and he says, quote, don't get full on litty. And he said that the implant was fully encapsulated.
All right. He also said, don't submerge yourself. And Tracey's well, I'd be dead.
I'm submerged.
So you're going to go to Vegas and not even go in a pool?
Well, you can't submerge your boobs. Just going from your waist down. Just
okay. What's the point of that? What if you fall off the ledge?
And you're done.
Yeah.
You're encapsulated again.
So
what happens if flies out the window?
Them? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Well,
what happens?
Have scars. You could get an infection. She's got incisions. You want in a public pool?
So does everyone have to massage her there? That sounds fun.
Well, no, because he said that it dropped into the right place.
Oh, so the massaging is to drop the implant? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think so.
See, I always thought it was just for like circulation. Interesting. That's good to know.
Well, I think a BBL, which did she have?
I just want to say that I just saw a picture of her.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Well,
I saw a recent picture of her. I mean, she looks hot because it's not overdone too.
Right.
Unlike some pink outfits we know.
Oh boy. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I had a few other things that I wanted to bring up on the podcast.
Bring it up.
Okay, thank you so much.
She's firing me right now, guys.
And you're fired. Okay, so this is about Rachel.
Little baby, sweet baby.
Sweet baby Rachel. So someone named Hi OFC on Instagram commented under Rachel's picture on our page.
Yes.
And said, all y'all believing Noah cheated on her because she said he did, with no proof, might I add. In fact, she's the one who cheated on Noah with a female stripper in his car when he was waiting for 2 extra whole hours to pick him up, since he lent her the car to go out with her friends to a strip club while he worked for their money. He didn't cheat. Him and his girlfriend got together 3 months after him and Rachel broke up, and she moved in that month. He broke up with her because of all the mental, emotional, and verbal abuse she put him through. He couldn't take the stress. I'm saying this because Noah might not stand up for himself, because he doesn't want anything to do with Rachel anymore. But I won't sit by watching her flap her yapper and spew lies between her teeth about him anymore. I know Noah, and I knew their relationship. She was horrible to him. He only wanted to help her and get their life together, but she held him back in every way possible. He wasn't allowed anything he wanted or to do anything he wanted. He only wanted him to stay home with her 24/7, to watch her spend all her money on weed and take care of her kid. All y'all believe her when she says something should think twice. If y'all see how she is just on screen, imagine her in person. Just keep that in mind. I don't care how y'all take this message, but take it with a grain of salt. Anyone who knows Rachel for who she is and Noah will tell you the exact same thing. Stop spitting venom in Noah. He never cheated, and he was always good to her and her kid. She's the one playing the victim. You don't see Noah out here bad mouthing her. Remember that, all of you.
Here's the thing, right? I just would like to make a disclaimer here.
Sure.
We talk about what we hear about. So we say, Noah cheated on Rachel because this is what Rachel said, and this is what we know. We're not doing it to attack Noah.
No, I'm just saying because I don't think that. I think that people also don't realize who's posting anything. It's just like on different.
Sure.
I don't think they were attacking us. I think they were just like trying to put some knowledge out there.
Well, also though, he is referring to this girl as Noah's girlfriend, but Noah is married to her.
Right. So that's interesting too. Well, maybe he's saying that he got with.
Sure. Okay.
Her.
So Rachel cheated on Noah with a stripper in his car for 2 hours is what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It's interesting. That's a long cheat. That's the difference between 2 girls and a girl and a guy. It really is.
That would have been a 4-minute cheat.
That's why I couldn't be gay. I don't have the time.
Who has the time?
I don't have 2 hours a night.
Come on. God.
I don't know what to believe, guys, but this is an interesting.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Just throwing it out there.
Also, one last thing.
Yeah.
So I posted in our group a couple of pictures from Mallory's baby shower. And it was like a Nightmare Before Christmas theme. And Rachel had, I think, if I can remember, like clown makeup on. like a little triangle.
Yeah, she likes
under
those.
each eye. What is the point of this? Was it a costume party? Like that's the part I don't understand.
Well, Rachel also does costumey makeup regardless of what the occasion is.
I know, but this was like
well,
makeup.
Stephanie dressed up too.
In her finest sweatpants.
She dressed up like someone who doesn't give a F.
Yeah, if only I could be that way.
She did it. She pulled it off.
Yeah, Mallory looks so good.
She's very cute.
So good. I still can't pronounce the kid's name. Thanks so much.
Well, I mean, we're never going to be able to. We're going to have to make up our own name for the kid.
Okay.
That's fine. If you guys want to talk about this podcast or the show, you know where to go. Facebook, Teen Mom Trash Talk podcast discussion on Facebook. Besties is the password. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube and you think we're ugly, that's fine. Just subscribe to us on audio. If you're listening to us on audio and you want to see our faces, go subscribe to us on YouTube. You could do all of that. All of the links are down there in the show notes. You could follow the show at Teen Mom Podcast on Twitter, Teen Mom Trash Talk on Instagram, and follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates, including everything podcast related and the Patreon. Don't forget to check out Lady Journey with Sarah and Katie.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're going to love it.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.